Good morning and welcome to another day here on planet Earth. I have just changed my flat tyre. I woke up this morning to a flat tyre, and a funny thing happened, and I was only just talking about this the other day. It's basically, if something bad happens, this is like some old age Japanese, Chinese fable type thing, where if something bad happens, do not judge it, or even good for that matter. If anything happens, good or bad, try not to then judge it good or bad. Just see that as something that has happened, an event, and wait, because you don't know what's around the corner. And in the example of the fable, the story goes like, a guy, say, breaks his leg, and he's like really depressed because he's broken his leg, and some wise man says to him, don't judge it good or bad, don't judge it good or bad, you don't know what's coming. And then fair enough, in about a week's time they all get sent out to war, except for he couldn't go because he's got a broken leg, so he stayed at home and all his friends got killed. Obviously very sad, but and then things like that, and the story goes along like that. All these things that you think might be bad or good, and it kind of happens both ways a little bit in some ways. Is try not to judge it too much. Anyway, I fixed my tyre, right? Which essentially, you wake up in the morning, you go to your van, and the last thing you want to see is something wrong with it because you got shizzle to dizzle. And I'm behind now, about an hour on work. I've called the client, I've pushed them back an hour, but something strange along those lines. I have been having a funny knocking noise. Sorry, a knocking noise happening on my van, to the point where my steering wheel vibrates when I drive like this. And I've had it for about a week. So yesterday I finally called my mechanic, the garage that I use. My main concern, my thing is, I called the mechanic and I book it in for a day. It's going in on, I booked it in for Monday, and he gives me a courtesy van. So that's quite a good tip, actually. Whenever you put it in a garage, make sure they have courtesy vans for you, or it's a small one, but it gets me by. And I booked it in. I said, look, I've got this problem. I don't know what it is. I had actually checked the nuts on the tyres, like loosely. They seemed okay, because I thought that might be it. Anyway, so since I've changed my tyre, I drove off, and you know what? There's no vibrating steering wheel. There's no knocking. So it was that wheel. The wheel that's gone flat. That is the wheel that was obviously loose, loosey-goosey. And who last changed the tyre? It was actually that same mechanic, which is strange. So I'm going to call him up, cancel, say, look, it's okay, it's fine. I do have some other repairs that he needs to do, so I could leave it in, but I might just extend that for a week or so because it's not urgent. So the moral of the story, people, is don't always judge a bad thing bad. Just wait and see what's around the corner. Anyway, guys, I'm going to treat myself to a Pinot Raisin, as what I call a Pinot Swirly McThingy. Anyway, guys, have a good day. This was Medium Latte Extra Hot, episode 150. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow, people. Bye. One last thing. I've put up the time lapse of me changing my tyre, because why not?